Hey all, Chachanator here with another game in the tournament Civ Wars, and this here is going to be a matchup with Chachanator and Chobarba. Of course, if you've been watching this, you know what's going on. And this one's kind of an exciting one because we have Britons, and for the first time we will be seeing a forgotten Civ, the Incas. So let's go ahead and, per usual, let's look at the... Oh my goodness. One of these days I'll get it right. Let's look at the civs here. Britons are of course an archer civ. Town centers cost negative 50% wood in Castle Age, so if you lose it in the Dark Age or Feudal Age and want to try to build it, it's going to cost the usual 275, but once you're in the Castle Age or Imperial Age, it's going to cost negative 50 wood, meaning that Britons actually have a pretty decent boom actually. Foot archers except skirmishers have +1 range in Castle Age, +1 range in Imperial Age, and shepherds work 25% faster, so they do have an early food bonus with their sheep. Unique units, the longbowmen, a very powerful unit, can actually have the longest archer range in the game of 12 when fully upgraded. Unique tech yeoman, +1 foot archer range, +2 tower attack, and Warwolf. Trebuchets do blast damage, and team bonus, archer ranges work 20% faster. So definitely an archer civ. Our Arbalast, I think, can have a grand total of 9 range. No, 9. 10 range maybe? I think it's 10. Let's see. +3 for bracer, and then yeoman, and then +2 for their bonuses, so yeah, 11. Okay, so just one less than a longbowman, or an elite longbowman, as you can see, range of 6. Okay, so that makes sense. And yeah, getting all the blacksmith upgrades. They get fully upgraded cavaliers, but no bloodlines, so I suppose not fully upgraded. Actually not great cavalry line at all. Missing hussar, missing bloodlines. They do get decent champions, fully upgraded champions, and pretty decent economy. I know they're missing out on crop rotation. I guess they're missing stone shaft mining as well, but with those extra town centers, they can boom really well. They also are missing thumb ring, I believe. Yes, they are. So, pretty good civ overall, but again, they kind of just have one. I guess they don't really have one trick, but archers are definitely their cup of tea, and usually I like to back them up with halberdier, and you can go knights with them, but again, missing bloodlines, it's probably better to just go archers since that's what they're good at anyway. So pretty standard start here, just the 6 on sheep. One thing with Britons they gotta be careful about is they do get those sheep 25% faster, so you can see I had some idle time there. And let's go check out the... You know, it's kind of funny, I call them new civs, but they're really not that new. I think Forgotten for HD's been out for a year, and it's actually been out longer than that, as just a downloadable mod you could get for your regular Age of Empires, and I believe it was on Foobly. Although I don't know if it was played too much, and unfortunately it's not played as much as I probably wish it was. But let's check out Incas here real quick. Per usual for mesos, they are good. Well, let's look at these first. They start with a free llama, which is actually great for scouting. You can see Chobarba just killed it right off the bat because he probably couldn't find his sheep. I prefer to use it for scouting since its line of sight is equivalent to a scout, so it's a lot better than a normal sheep. So their scouting is really good at early game. Their villagers are affected by blacksmith upgrades, which is kind of interesting. I don't think they get stronger than Spanish villagers, but that could be helpful to keep your villagers alive longer. Their houses support 10 population. Buildings cost negative 15% stone, so they are pretty good at forwarding. They got those cheaper towers. I think their towers are like 106 stone each, can't remember. And with those houses supporting 10 population, they're saving quite a bit of wood, and it can lead to a very fast drush. Unique units, the Kamyuk, very interesting unit. It's actually an infantry but it has a ranged attack. So you can see it has range 1. And when you have a bunch of them massed up together, they can do lots of damage, but on their own they're not that powerful. They really need to be massed. Unique units, the Kamuk, oh you said that, and Slinger, which is an archer. I think it's supposed to be good against infantry, but the reality is you're probably better off going crossbowman. A Slinger is 30 food and 40 gold, whereas a crossbowman is 25 wood and 45 gold. So in Castle Age, when you're trying to boom, make a lot of villagers, that's a lot of food that you're going to have to be spending on Slingers, where you could just be using wood. I mean, you could go Slingers, but again, I think archers are just better. And let's see, unique text, Adrian Sling, skirmishers and slingers have no minimum range. Oh, that's the other thing, slingers have minimum range. And couriers, Kamuk, slingers, eagles, 10% faster, and team bonus, farms build 50% faster, which I'm probably going to go on a loop and say that's probably the worst team bonus I've ever heard of. You can see in Forgotten the eagles, you now can upgrade them in the Castle Age to Eagle Warriors, making it a little more viable to go for eagles in Castle Age. And then, of course, you have to upgrade them again in the Imperial Age for the Elite Eagle Warrior. So that is different to Forgotten. And yeah, they get Siege Ram, Heavy Scorpions, obviously full barrack, blacksmith, except the cavalry upgrades. Pretty good eco, well, except missing 2-man saw. So, I don't know. To be honest, I think Incas are one of the weakest civs in the game, and I am just going to come out on a loop and just say that. I guess Chabarba knows those sheep were there. Good job. Yeah, they're archers. I believe they don't get thumb ring. No, they don't. So, it's not like the Britons. You know, Britons don't get thumb ring, but they make up with it for an incredible range. Incas just, well, they just kind of, I don't know, they really don't have anything that speaks out to me that it's like, oh wow, that's really good. I mean, the cheaper, I mean, buildings costing negative 15% stone, I guess means town centers you can build a little easier. But negative 15% is really not that much. You can trush pretty well, probably giving them the strongest trush in the game, maybe. I guess 2 tons and being able to garrison 10 villagers are still pretty good at trushing, and with the free murder holes, and also free murder holes in Castle Age, I should say, and also the Koreans getting that guard tower for free and the +1 range again when they get to Castle Age. So we could see, I could see how trushing would be good for them. I will say that they can drush pretty quickly, not having to build extra houses at the start. You can see Chabarba's only built 1 house and he's at 25 population, and well, he's built 2 houses, and I was gonna say that math doesn't work out, but he built 2 houses and he's at 25 population. Now he's getting barracks up. He actually doesn't have to build another house now so he can get that barracks up earlier. You didn't really see him build it too much earlier. It's pretty much the standard time, but he could have if he wanted to. And anyway, so pretty standard start. Seeing a barracks from Chachanator a little later, maybe, yeah. And might see a drush from both the players. And see Chabarba now getting his second board pretty late on that, to be honest. But should be just fine. And Britons are decent at trushing, or drushing I should say, and way too many villagers working on this. I'm not really sure why, but the reason why is with that sheep bonus they can get food a little faster, so they can do a pretty decent drush. Dark Age rush. I'm so sorry, I'm just slipping on everything. It's too late, and these villagers are gonna get back to work. No deer being lured, I don't think. Where's Chabarba's deer? Over here. Let's check out the maps real quick. Chabarba could wall this off, but it is kind of far away. Not sure if he's going to want to do that. Not the best map for him. And 4 gold is pretty bad. Here's his other gold, and here's his other gold. Not the best map for Chobarba, although he does have this wood is pretty safe, but it doesn't look like he knows that because he is walling it. But he could just leave this and he'd be perfectly safe over there. He's probably going to wall here and build his military buildings here, but that gold is still so exposed, and the Drush is walking right past each other. I know he's drushing, and I should know he's drushing, but maybe I think I'm safe enough. I'm pretty open actually, to be honest. And let's see, much better map for Chachanator, I think. Just walling this off, and this whole side over here is pretty good, and got this cliff here. I see that Drush now coming in, and kind of slow reaction to really have an answer for that. And see other Drush coming in, and Chobarba notices he's getting those walls up. And you can try to watch both these Drushes at once. Chobarba is clearly focusing at home and not paying attention to these guys. Losing a villager here. So both of us have our attention elsewhere. Will that villager get away? 3 HP left. And no, he won't. So 2 villagers for Chobarba. I'd say that's a very successful Drush. And Chachanator over here just getting kind of beat to death over here. I was trying to go after that villager, but didn't quite get it. Gonna send a scout in, and boom, pick him off. And now I'm gonna lose the scout because, yeah, you know. So not looking good for Chachanator at all at this point, except the map for Chachanator I would say is probably a little better. Could wall this off, and that's gonna be safe, and could wall this off, which is a huge wall off, and then you'd have just this. And I don't really see all that, but so now putting a bunch of villagers on gold. We'll be going for archers once I get to the feudal age. Haven't even clicked up yet. Pretty late on that. Way too many villagers on wood, and just gonna keep trying to hit and harass these villagers over here. Hit and run. The lag obviously not helping with that. And Chobarba already in feudal age. Chobarba looking pretty strong actually at this point. Getting his second lumber camp up. Too bad he didn't put it here, although archers, especially British archers, would not have been great for that. Not a terrible place, just that wood's a little forward. And you see Chobarba is very intelligently putting his military buildings on top of the hill. And he will obviously go for archers because he cannot go for scouts as the Incas, as they do not get cavalry because they are a meso civ. And again, I really don't like meso civs at all for whatever reason. And Chobarba's up obviously. Chachanator clicking up on 30 pop, but that's pretty much 30 villagers because no military. And I'm starting to wall this up because I know I am late up. Although that being said, Chobarba has a significant advantage getting up earlier. They didn't have enough wood to get these archery ranges up, so that's kind of a mistake by him. And he's got too many villagers from food, although I'm not really sure why he has such an excess food. He's only got the 3 farms. I guess he probably had a lot on berries maybe, but not enough on wood. And now he's got his 2 ranges up. If I was Chobarba, I would send these guys forward now. You know, well now he knows I'm up feudal age, but he knew that he had the feudal age advantage, and he should have sent these guys forward a lot sooner. And he's got no problem going for skirmishers because he knows fighting Britons. Well, Britons are most likely going to go archers. Really no doubt about it. I mean, obviously they had the options to go knights, but and yeah, what happened here is I thought this was completely walled, and then I kind of just had this, you know, this sense to take my villager and click outside, and you know the villager starts walking this way, so I'm like, oh shoot, that's open. So now I'm checking, and I'm just gonna wall it off real quickly because I know he should be coming forward pretty soon. And you see Chobarba, there he is right here, and he's gonna find this walled, and Chobarba's just gonna click like this. And his guy's going to start walking around this way, so now he knows it was open here, now it's not. So he's going to try to get in. And you see archers coming forward and some skirmishers. Going to run into a wolf. And this villager was weak. I sent a weak villager to go follow up a long distance away. That's another mistake. And Chachanator going for a bit of a fast castle, so you can see, oh, well, that's why he was a little later up. It was also kind of just a bad play, and gonna just kind of wall this just to keep him out a little bit longer. You know, every second in this game matters, and just gonna have to go back. Putting a tower up here would probably be a good idea, and now throwing up a stable real quick. So I know he's coming in. I know he had a lot of skirmishers, so I was like, well, forget going archers. I'm gonna have to go knights, which wasn't such a bad thing because I did have a lot of farms up. So really kind of worked out. And you see that archer kind of going forward, and he's just gonna get mowed down. I think I was trying to see what he had, and Chawara can just walk right through here. And yeah, so there we go. Let's check out what's going back home at Chawara's base. Looks like he's has only 5 villagers on gold, oddly enough, and it looks like another villager's gonna go down here. That's unfortunate. And these villagers, it's just complete mess here. Throwing another stable up. It's just complete mess here for Chachanator. Not playing well at all. Just throwing them on stone because, well, why not? Send that villager forward to try to wall this off, but Chobarba is way ahead of me, and this is just, you know, really, really bad. Being taken off gold. Well, they am Castle Age, so they're going to throw some knights out, and these knights will have no problem dealing with these skirmishers whatsoever. Oh, there's another villager here. Maybe. Yes. And Chawara's going to lose his spearman? Nope, he's going to get him out of there. But it did take some unnecessary damage. And you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 villagers. Yeah, we were talking. We had a pause there. I don't know why the replay doesn't have a pause, but that's pretty nice actually. And you see these archers should be a priority here. Prioritize the archers, and I see this tower coming up. Chobarba trying to get aggressive here, but really late. If he was going to tower rush, it would have been better to obviously do that sooner, but now that knights are on the field, already having the +1, no bloodlines, they don't get bloodlines, and you can see these knights are just, you know, having really the time of their lives over here. They have no problem taking these skirmishers, and even these archers I think are only doing, because they don't have fletching, they're only doing 1 damage a shot, really? Yeah, 4 and yeah, 3 pierce armors, so there you go. Now, even these archers only doing 1 damage a shot, so Chobarba's gonna have to send these villagers back, and they're gonna get run down. This tower's gonna go down. So kind of a bit, not a fail forward. He did get 2 villagers. Sending all those villagers forward to build a tower is probably his big mistake there. It was just really late for a tower rush, and well, that's the problem. Yeah. Well, fighting knights and with just skirmishers is definitely a problem. Let's see Chobarba if he's up yet. Yes, he has clicked up, so that is good news for him. And he's getting a 3rd range out, so we're probably going to see lots of archers from him. But he is open, and so you can see him trying to scramble to get this wall up. And still missing fletching. That is kind of a big issue. He has a blacksmith. He should get fletching. Doesn't quite have the gold. Needs more villagers on gold. I was going to mention that earlier. You need 7 villagers on gold for 2 ranges archer production, and you see he's on 3 now. He needs definitely a lot more than 2. Probably I think 12. He's got a few villagers that are just hiding from knights, and you can see those town centers for Chachanator going up. Well, town center. Chobarba with lots of wood though, and lots of stones, so could see a castle from him, and perhaps Camutes to deal with the cavalry. Camutes do a decent job. Oh, Chobarba having a hole here. That's unfortunate. And you see, still missing out on the fletching. That's really hurting him right now. Essentially, it's taking these archers twice as long to kill these guys. So instead of 50 shots to kill them, it's going to take... try to split there. But instead of 50 shots, it's going to take 100 shots, which is quite a big difference, if you ask me. So fletching, and I think that's just an oversight. I think that was just a mistake. You see a castle going up really quick to defend this, and he did wall that up. So he's going to defend the only real way into his base other than here. He can wall that up. Does he know? Yes, he does. But this is where his wood is, and you see him throwing up some quick houses. Is there a hole there? Sure looks like it. And starting to lose a lot of villagers, and with just a few knights, really I think 5 or 6, I don't know, maybe 10 knights total were made, and they're really paying for themselves, and only just the +1 defense upgrade, so really kind of doing a good job here. And I guess this is, I can't believe that's not open, but I guess it is open. And you see Chobarba getting that castle up. These knights are going to have to GB. I don't think I thought it was in range. And anyway, so I now know he has a castle out, and wow, those soldiers got so lucky. Now know there's a castle out for Chobarba. This whole thing is kind of safe. Could ride all the way around. There's a castle there. Another town center coming out for Chobarba. Chachanator on 3 now. You can see building this town center on the opposite side of this wood because there's a hill here, and also because it will protect from any attacks coming in. If he had archers sitting here, they would be able to kill those villagers pretty easily. Chobarba having to go for his secondary gold. He's cut off his primary gold, which is in a bad spot, and there's a hole for Chobarba. Big problem for him, big problems. Just trying to get this TC up. Can he wall this up fast enough? Will he see? He should have an alarm now. Will he even try? He should, but he doesn't know. He did not notice. And you see him with 2 other villagers coming forward. And he's also got villagers over here. And he's just... And wow, there's another town center over here. So Chobarba using these stray villagers to just get TCs up where he can. And that would be his 4th TC had this one gone up. But knights here. Chobarba, what is your plan, man? What is your plan? Not looking good on resources at all. Lots of food. He's keep making villagers. He's invested, and oh, trying to get another TC up. As I say, he's invested a lot in town centers, so that's a lot of wood. So that would have been his 5th town center, but not able to go up. So it looks like his plan is he just wants to boom it out. And yeah, I guess I got a little lucky to see that. And you can see now switching into archers, which is what I really wanted to go for all along. But I see his castle, and I figure he's going for Camukes, and literally right when I say that, there he is going for Camukes. And interesting, he's got the +1 defense upgrade for his archers, but still missing their fletching. Wow, really liking that. And you see the Camuke with this ridiculously long spear, and it's got that 1 range. Only 7 attack, 60 health, and no armor, but masked up with 1 range. They can all be standing next to each other and just be stabbing away. And there you go, knights coming in again. There's a hole here, just going to try to do damage where they can. Should probably try to take out a archery range or something. And Chachanator having the advantage here. I really should be going for kind of more aggressive play, but I was just booming it. 1, 2, 3, now 4 town centers, and plenty of resources in the bank to just keep archers rolling. And that's kind of the plan here. Now going for a 5th town center here, and looking back, you know, you had the advantage, and you see those Camukes. I want to say they have an attack bonus against cavalry. I'm not sure. Chobarba now fighting lots of not longbows, but you can see that I have the +3 range. That's +2 for bodkin arrow, or super fletching, as I've heard some people call it. And they also have the +1 range for just being Britons. And he's sniping at a distance, and Chobarba having to go back on the stone. Maybe he's planning on getting another castle out, another town center maybe. And see, now he's got this little, you know, gold mining thing over here, and looks like he's gonna have a lot of gold build up. Yes, he does. He's got a lot of villagers on gold, and he's not really spending it. There you go. Now he's making crossbows. It's hard to fight knights and crossbows, to be honest. It's a pretty tough combo. But you can see I stopped upgrading these guys. I wasn't, you know, they did their job, and losing a range, that's kind of a big deal. Really don't want to be losing military buildings, especially not this early in the game. Starting to mass up a few cameos, but they're going to just get shot to pieces by crossbows. Absolutely no problems there. And yeah, looking to be a bit boomy. Looks like 5 TCs for Chobarba. And there you go. See, you get that little, kind of see it where they're all just attacking from range. Look at them just stabbing away. They look absolutely ridiculous, to be honest. But kind of a cool idea. You should have seen them in the mod. They looked even more ridiculous. They were actually really powerful, and I think that they got nerfed a bit whenever Forgotten on HD came out. And you can see Chobar going from market to just help balance out his economy, probably buy some food. He's only got these farms here. Maybe throw some farms up here. I have no idea this is here at all. I don't even know the gold piles there, so those guys are going to be safe. Probably they could stay there for the rest of the game. And is that 6 TCs now? 6 TCs for Chachanator. Lots of wood build up in the bank, and there's another town center. 5 TCs for Chobarba. It's both of us are just real anal about getting these TCs out, and these archers really need to be doing more than, well, A, shooting at a range, B, getting shot at. And Chobarba now going for a siege workshop. That should help. And just absolutely not paying attention. That's not good. Probably busy trying to build this massive eco thing over here. And going for ballistics. Maybe already got it. That's so late. Should have already had that a long time ago, especially with so much wood. And you can see these town centers all running handcart. So late on that. 129 pop just getting handcart. That's terrible. How about almost 40 minutes in just getting hand cards? Really bad. Siege workshop forward, and pop difference 81, 79, 80 for Chobarba, and 130 for Chachanator. Real comfortable. Almost 1,000 score lead, going for the relics. And Chobarba really just was going for the relic. I mean, looking at the relic placement, I could not find a single relic jerk. Yes, he shot my monk. He was a jerk. Ran right to that TC there. You can see 1 relic here, 2 relics, 3 relics, and where are the other relics? Chobarba now having that mangonel out. Let's see how he does microing. These crossbowmen do have more range, so it's easier to micro against the mangonel as the Britons. And I got this nice hill to come in on because Chobarba wasn't able to protect those ranges. And let's see, big shot here, big shot here. Oh, there's a big shot. Wow, it's bad. Only +1 armor. So, wow, no bodkin for Chobarba. He is not doing good on his upgrades at all. These guys finally now shooting villagers like they should be. Should probably make a hole here. Chobarba having a garrison inside his town center, losing a mangonel here. And let's see, trying to keep up. There's a relic. Yeah, I want to go through the relics. 1, 2, 3, 4, all right here. All right next to him, and I think the 5th is garrisoned in a monastery. Yeah, there you go. There's 5. So, wow, talk about great relic placement for Chobarba. Although he's had a bad map otherwise. But, yeah, just, I think where he's really kind of gone wrong here was waiting to get aggressive. He went feudal age a lot earlier. His drush was a lot more successful. Oh, there you go, castle going up for Chobarba. That's where those villagers came from, and you can see he's got a wood camp here. And lots of stockpile resources for Chachanator. You see, I was going to say just trying to build military, but I'm not really. And yeah, he's just laughing it off because I saw this, and that's not going to get built, just kind of microing this. I don't know what I said. And yeah, had that gone up though, it really wouldn't have done too much. Maybe one right here would have done a little more, but it was just stop a little bit of wood, and I'm just going to wall his castle up so he doesn't build it. And now I'm going to find out about his LTC here. Maybe. And see Chobarba now sending more villagers, but they're kind of just going to their deaths because they're just these crossbows here, and they're just going to be shooting him down. And yeah, he's kind of just you know, just throwing things away. Look at this right here. That's... These mangonels are just getting shot down. That's 3 mangonels for 1 for Chachanator, and he's gotten 1 hit here and 1 hit here on the crossbows. These are his dead crossbows here. So this hill has been fantastic to push in on. And you can see building these forward ranges, just trying to spend resources, going Imperial Age now. Just huge stockpile resources, pretty much pop cap now. And most of that's, a lot of that's eco actually, with 7 town centers I think. And yeah, slammed on pop cap because I know he's not. I'm kind of, yeah, 84. Yeah, I'm kind of expecting a GG from him, but he's kind of just, yeah, there you go. He's trying to keep the game going, I guess. And I even threw a castle up here just for safe measure. Probably could have started making longbows. Probably should build the castle forward, but not like it really mattered. And again, I'm, you know, oh, there you go, trying to get some forward rangers, forward aggression up. But just way too far behind. You see Chobarba, he had a lot of gold, but just wasn't able to get the wood and food in, and definitely wasn't Imperial Age. And only 83 pop, he's just under too much aggression to really come back. Even with as many town centers as he built, just way more town centers, safe eco, and really no way for him to really push in. And again, I think where he went wrong was not going forward with that aggression. Had he gone forward earlier, this may not have been walled up, and he could have just come right in. I think if he had brought villagers forward right away, and you know, built a tower right here on this gold, or got a tower up here on the stone better or sooner, it would have worked out better for him. But anyway, as it is, that did not happen. So that will go down as a loss for the Incas. Checking achievements here. Yes, for military, KDR is terrible. Largest army kind of says it all. Wasn't really even I mean, at the early it looked bad, but again, being able to go fast castle and just completely destroy Chobarba's army and getting his eco and damage it, and that's kind of the name of the game here. Eco got killed in, villagers, even relic gold. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.